OpenAI whistleblower, a 26-year-old researcher, was found dead in a San Francisco apartment. And they say, here's what we know about his circumstances. They're calling it an apparent suicide. On November 26th, they came to his apartment for a wellness check and found him dead. They said there was no evidence of foul play. Balaji's death comes 3 months after he publicly accused OpenAI of violating U.S. copyright law while developing ChatGPT. So most of you know this part, that ChatGPT is facing huge scrutiny and many lawsuits about whether they are stealing people's work, because the AI learns from, let's say, like hundreds of paintings that a painter has done and an artist has done, and then you can say, create a painting like that, and it will immediately do it using everything it's learned from hundreds of paintings from that artist. And many people are going, this is just plagiarism. This is, some people are obviously losing jobs in a massive way. I've heard from film editors and things that are steadily losing work, and it may all be gone soon in certain fields. This guy who worked at ChatGPT at OpenAI owns ChatGPT, said it is violation of copyright law. And he was expected to play a key part in lawsuits coming up against the San Francisco-based company. Suchir Balaji spent nearly 4 years as an AI researcher at OpenAI, but in August 2024, he left OpenAI because he no longer wanted to contribute to technologies that he believed would bring society more harm than benefit. In October, he told the New York Times, ChatGPT and other chatbots are destroying the commercial viability of individuals, businesses, internet services that created the digital data used to train the AI systems. In October 2023, he posted an essay on his personal site that he said proves through a mathematical analysis that ChatGPT had broken copyright laws. He said the outputs aren't exact copies of the inputs, but they are also not fundamentally novel, which is what the law says something has to be to not be copyright infringement. He argued the technology violates the law because in many cases it directly competes with copyrighted works it learned from while imitating basically anything on the internet. Sam Altman, the founder and head of OpenAI, said, we build our AI models using publicly available data in a manner protected by fair use and related principles and supported by long-standing and widely accepted legal precedents. In September, it was announced that OpenAI was set to remove nonprofit control and give Sam Altman a part of the larger transition to a equity of it, for-profit company with tens of billions of dollars at stake. Yeah, the amount of money at stake for them to go public is just crazy. Balaji's death comes at a critical period for the now multi-billion-dollar blockbuster company, which now boasts hundreds of millions of users worldwide. There's certainly a lot more details yet to surface. So if this is a suicide, it is exceedingly convenient for OpenAI.
Well, I'll tell you what happens, Lee. Whenever there's a whistleblower for OpenAI or Boeing or the CIA, what happens usually is that deep down they know that it's wrong to betray your boss in this way.
Yep.
And they become overcome with the guilt of
yep.
betraying their bosses.
Yep.
And that is what leads them to take their own lives. We see it again and again.
Yep. Two of the Boeing whistleblowers died within weeks of each other. One of them by, I believe, 2 gunshot wounds to the head, which is how people often kill themselves, in his car at a hotel because he was testifying against Boeing. And in the weekend between the 2 testimonies, so he's already done one and he's going back for the second one on Monday, he decides to take his life in the hotel parking lot, which totally makes sense. I mean, that's a good time to do it when you've traveled to a far-off city to testify against Boeing. Makes a lot of sense. And I think this guy is quite similar. Almost definitely took his life, like he said, because he felt guilty for revealing bad things about his bosses.
Yeah, those are good guys, CEOs of AI, and the fact that he was betraying them in that way, that really weighs on your conscience.
So this story could grow as we learn more about what exactly how exactly he was found and what happened.